Do you need a personal brand? Well, before I answer that, I'm going to go ahead and let you in on a little secret. That's the wrong question to be asking. Why do you need a personal brand is not the right question. You see, the real question, the better question should be, what is my personal brand? Not, do you need one or why do I need one? Because the truth is, and here's the real surprise, you already have one. You see, personal branding is a new term, it's new terminology, but the idea of a personal brand, this is not a new concept. Being an influencer is not a new concept. We have put new terms around it. It has become more popular, it has become more mainstream, it has become more accessible for the everyday individual like myself to build their personal brand and go through the process of personal branding. But these are not new ideas and new concepts. You see, a personal brand is really an extension of your reputation. And we all have a reputation. You see, the challenge is that most of us do not spend near enough time thinking about our reputation or what we want to be known for or what we want our legacy to be. We don't sit around and go, when people stand up at a table and I leave, what do they say about me? Or when someone thinks of me, what do I want them to associate me with? You see, that's the bigger problem, is that we spend more time planning our vacations than we do our lives. We spend more time thinking about what we're going to wear every morning versus how do we want to leave a mark in this world? Like, what's our purpose? What's our why? Like, what are we doing this for? And that is at the heart of personal branding. You see, the thing about reputations is that if you don't build one proactively, one is built for you by default, because we all have one. People automatically associate you with something. It's just, is it the thing that you want to be known for? And personal branding is the art of becoming known for that thing that you want to be known for. And there's ways to do that online with social media and podcasting and blogging and videos and all email marketing, digital marketing. There's all of that. But there's an equally important part that we don't talk near enough about today, which is the offline components, which happen more gradual and they happen more by default, unfortunately. And that's all the things that we do every single day. Like, where do we spend our time? Where do we invest our money? Who do we spend time with? What events do we go to? What books do we read? What do we talk about? What do we allow other people to talk to us about? Just even asking yourself, like, if you look at your friend group, who do you go to for what? And who comes to you for what? You see, there's already a personal brand, a reputation in the making without you even knowing it. Because I think to myself, it's like, if I am looking for the hottest new restaurant in town, I know exactly what friend I'm going to. I am going to my foodie friend who's super snobby when it comes to food, who's super particular, because I know that she's going to give me the real deal. See, she has already built that into a part of how I associate her, whether she wants me to or not, because that's what she talks about. That's where she spends her time. That's something she's passionate about. That's where she spends her money. That is a huge part of how I think of that friend. So, how do you want people to think of you? What do you want them to associate you with? You see, a reputation we already have. Now, you can go through the hard work of changing that over the course of certain steps and actions over a course of time. And that is personal branding. It is becoming intentionally known for something that you want to be known for, because that's what you talk about. That's what you write about. That's what you create content for. That's a part of what your job is about, right? The service and products that you sell and deliver are associated with that. It's what you read about. It's where you spend your time researching. It's not work for you. It's a passion for you, but it's a concentrated effort of, there is this thing that I care deeply about. I'm passionate about. I have experience in, I have expertise in, and now I'm going to make this a formal part of my reputation, my personal brand. Now, the definition of a personal brand of what I believe, which is also on the behalf of the company I get to be a part of, Brand Builders Group, is that a personal brand is the formalization, the digitization, and the monetization of your reputation. It is taking this thing that you have or that you want to have and going, I'm going to formalize it. I'm going to make sure this is what I talk about and what I write about and what I work on and what I think about and read about. And then I'm going to do that formalization part. Then I'm going to create some digitization around it, right? And that's building your online personal brand, right? I'm going to create content for this. I'm going to write blogs about it. I'm going to do podcasts about it. I'm going to create content around this thing. It's what you have to say about it. And then the monetization part is, how do you weave this thing that you are, right? This is who you are. It's not what you do. But how do we take that and weave it into your business model? How do we take this thing that you want to be known for, that you care deeply about, that is ingrained in who you are as a person, and figure out how do we make that a central part of your business model? Now, that does not mean you have to change your business model. It just means the way we think about it, the way we talk about it, the way we interact with it starts to change. To build a personal brand does not mean you need to come build a course or launch a speaking career or write a book, although you can do those things and that's not going to hurt, that's for sure. But this is also going like, hey, if I'm a financial advisor, right? There are lots of financial advisors. So what makes my financial advising practice different? What makes me unique? Right? What makes me stand out? What's my unique selling proposition? That is you. You are what make it unique. You are the unique selling proposition, but you have to know what is unique about you. That is your personal brand. So if I'm a financial advisor and I go, man, I have a passion for helping people get out of debt and make those first steps into building a long-term wealth program, right? And that's because I came from a family that didn't do that and didn't have that and XYZ. You can follow the story trail there. But that's because now, so your personal brand is like, no, I'm going after a certain target market who shares experiences and has values and beliefs that I do. And I want to cater to those people in a way that I can help them do this thing that I'm passionate about in my business model. Your business model doesn't have to change as you identify, recognize, and build your personal brand. In fact, we would encourage you not to change your business model in the beginning. Now, you may find over the course of doing this, it's like, man, I believe in this so much. It's like, I need to put it on paper. I need to get this in a book, or, I love talking about it on a podcast, or I want to go do seminars about this. This is a big thing. Then that's great, right? That's just an extension of your business model. But that is not your personal brand. Your personal brand is not something you do. It is who you are. It is what you believe. It is why you are put on this earth. There is a conviction. There is a purpose within every single one of us. And the art of personal branding is discovering what that is. It's tapping into that. It's allowing yourself the time and the freedom and the space to go, who am I? And what do I want to be known for? And then get after it and do it in a way that other people can associate you with that and they know who to come to. They start to see you as a working expert in that category. And then they start to go, I like you so much. I want to give you my money. That's the monetization part. That is a personal brand. And it begins with a reputation because we all have one of those. We all have a personal brand. It's just, is it the one we want? So back to my initial question, why do you need a personal brand or do you need a personal brand? Either of those aren't really relevant here because you already have one. It's just, what is the personal brand that you want to have? And what are you going to do about it? That is the better question. So what is your personal brand? Stick around, listen to some more videos, and we can continue to explore this conversation together. We'll see you next time.